Hey, welcome to World Dairy Expo 2019. It's the fabulous Farm Babe Pam Yankee along with my friends from Phibro Animal Health. We're in basically the entryway of the Alliant Energy Center Expo Hall, and we sure would love to have you come by. And just to get you started on the right note when it comes to World Dairy Expo, again this year, Phibro Animal Health, supporting our dairy industry in a very tasty way. Katie Roskamp's along with us now from Phibro Animal Health, and I love what I'm looking at already for World Dairy Expo, and this is a tradition that continues with Phibro Animal Health.
Yes, it is. Every year we try to get tickets and we hand them out to everybody that walks by, promote our name, and make sure the kids are taken care of too.
Yeah, and this is a tasty treat for you this year at World Dairy Expo. Phibro Animal Health, we've got two different flavors that are in the Alliant Energy Center Hall if you want to come by for those treats.
Yes, today it is cookies and cream and Superman.
Yeah, they look delicious. Katie, let's talk a little bit about why Phibro Animal Health believes that something as simple as a cup of ice cream can really be good, not just tasting, but it's kind of good just to give farmers a little bit of a break.
Yes, we all know that the dairy industry has not been the shining star here lately, and we always want to be able to support our industry. So stop by the booth, come get some tickets for some ice cream, and we also have some other items for the kids as well. So it's a surprise. Come by and see us, and we'd be happy to help them get their tattoos or whatever we have in the bundle of excitement we have.
Undeniably dairy, that's the theme that they're working with. Of course, that's the national umbrella for our dairy promotion. And Phibro Animal Health, again, recognizing that it may not be the time of the industry's best when it comes to economics, but we're all in this together, and that's really what Phibro Animal Health is about too. You guys are there with them, good times or challenging times?
Yes, and actually that's as we are working together with these dairy farms, we've actually created a new initiative, and it's called Our Dairy Values, and it's helping the farms define their purpose and values so that when we are in these times, they know exactly what they're doing and what they stand for, and help them get through these tough times as best as they can.
Right. You know, a lot of it is just about the conversations, too. That's one thing you love about World Dairy Expo. It's like a reunion. If you've ever been there, you know what I'm talking about. But just sometimes having those conversations and knowing somebody's there for you can be a real reliever.
It really does. As we communicate and talk, it's about binding together.
Right. Absolutely. Undeniably dairy, one of the phrases that you'll see here at the Phibro Animal Health booth. And don't forget these luscious scoops of ice cream. They are yours if you swing by. They've got coupons. Like Katie said, for right now, it's cookies and cream and Superman, the two featured flavors, but they do change on a regular basis. So make sure the Phibro Animal Health booth is one of your first stops during World Dairy Expo 2019. We're right here in the entryway of the Alliant Energy Center Expo Hall. You know, one of the themes this year is Tool for Dairy Progress. Well, I'll tell you what, if you're looking for tools to manage stress on the farm, both the human and the animal side, no better fellow to stop and talk to than Dr. David Kirk. He is along with us from Phibro Animal Health. Literally, you guys are giving support to the dairy industry on both sides of that margin. We were talking earlier about the free coupons for a little ice cream refresher to give dairy farmers a little bit of a break and minimize or eliminate some of that stress. We're talking about stress on the dairy cows, what's been going on out there. I mean, she may be facing a really wide variety of feeds coming her way, not only during the growing season, but now going into winter. What are you focused on for 2019 at Dairy Expo?
Well, we're spending a lot of time talking about our Phibro stress assessment for dairy cattle, which is a tool that we use to help to evaluate the presence or the risk of stress on the farm.
What does stress really cost us, though, Dave? I mean, as a human being, you know that it takes a toll on you as far as energy and things like that. What does it do to our dairy cows and the dairy unit if we don't have a handle on stress?
Well, it's really amazing to me because the stress response is very similar among all mammals. So dairy cattle experience stress much the same way as people would. So it has a negative effect on animal health, animal production, reproduction, and even the animal's overall well-being.
Right. You know, we talk a lot about how farmers take care of their animals because the animals take care of them. And this is a perfect example where you want to put the emphasis on taking care of her. So how do you go through that stress assessment with a farmer then, Dave?
So we have a trained team of dairy technical specialists and dairy technicians who will do a comprehensive evaluation on the farm of 11 known stressors that have been proven in research to have negative impact on animal health and performance. And then they'll use that information from their evaluations, share it with the dairymen, and really focus on those stressors that might be negatively affecting their profitability.
Sure. So 11 different components. How many times have you slowed down and thought about those 11 components? I'm tempt me a little bit here, Dave. I'm kind of wondering what some of those 11s might encompass. I'm guessing there's some on the list I might not have top of mind.
So some are social stress, feeding management stress, stress associated with the presence of molds and mycotoxins, sanitation, a number of those that are present on every farm.
Right. And ultimately, this is all about making the animal healthy, longer lifespan, more milk production.
Absolutely. This is a way to improve profitability.
Right. Well, and it's not just about that. No vet calls if you take care of their stress before it becomes an issue.
There you go. Perfect. Yep.
And are most of the solutions that you come up with, these 11 stress assessment items, are most of the solutions fairly simple, Dave? I mean, we're not talking anything too complicated, are we?
Well, it depends. A lot of these involve management, so management can be a difficult thing to change, right? So, but a lot of things, if we focus, we can take care of these problems in a relatively easy fashion. Use bottleneck analysis.
Right. Dr. Dave Kirk along with us from Phibro Animal Health. Now listen, if I'm kind of curious about that, if I've noticed something just a little off about my herd, how do I begin the process, Dave, of maybe getting some of your assessment team to my farm, or at least getting access to some of the tools Phibro Animal Health has created?
So they could contact our dairy technical specialist. They can use that through our website to reach out to those folks, or a lot of them probably know a lot of our dairy tech folks already.
Right, excellent. Yeah, and there'll be, a lot of those folks are going to be here at World Dairy Expo. And of course, like we said, Dave's going to be around as well as the rest of the Phibro Animal Health staff. So listen, you know that you don't have anything to lose as far as dairy is concerned. Markets are so challenging. The weather has been just difficult. Don't risk missing something as simple as one of those 11 assessment tasks that really could make a change, a difference in your dairy. Dr. David Kirk, just one of the folks here at Phibro Animal Health that's ready to help you take care of that assessment list and get a handle on how you're managing stress with your farm. And that'll be good for everybody, cows included. Phibro Animal Health, they're in the front entryway of the Alliant Energy Center here at World Dairy Expo 2019. I'm Pam Yankee.